Yo, check it. Alright guys, we are back for another video. Roaring Kitty sold his calls. We're going to be talking about what that means for the meme stocks and everything else in this video. It's going to be short, sweet, and to the point. We're going to be looking at technicals and fundamentals and briefly cover Bitcoin and the overall market as well. This video is not financial advice, should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence without wasting any more time. Let's go and hop into your charts, facts, data. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC and GME. We got a lot to talk about in this video. I'm going to be talking about that right now. Again, I'm going to briefly hop into the overall market and crypto, but I'm going to be focusing on AMC and GME in this video. This video is not financial advice. It should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. Now, that being said, let's go and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, showing you guys exactly what is going on. So I want to show you guys what's going on with GME and AMC, and then show you guys some information that we have regarding the meme stocks as well. And let's hop into that. So basically, the first thing that we want to talk about, obviously, is Roaring Kitty. So Roaring Kitty did sell his calls. Roaring Kitty's calls are gone. We got a YOLO update shortly after the market closed, and he showed us that he is holding 9 million shares. So he still has a position, but this position is not the calls, and unfortunately he either exercised or sold his calls. I think what he did is sell some of them and then exercise the others, and that's why he has 9 million shares. He's holding for the long run. He still believes GME in the long term, and he is a major shareholder in GME with this 9 million shares. So he does have a major stake in GME's company and could possibly get on the board using these shares. So this is something you want to be aware of, and he did post that tweet, and I did speculate that he might be trying to get on the board, but again, this is all speculation at this time. Nothing is confirmed quite yet. Now, I did post this on my Twitter letting everybody know what was going on. Also, if you don't know what happened to the GME shareholders meeting, it was canceled due to overwhelming interest. So it was a denial of service attack. It wasn't a DDoS. It was too many people trying to get in, which therefore did create a denial of service attack. Too many people trying to get in would overflow the servers and then effectively block everybody from the meeting. So they'd had technical difficulties there, and that's what happened there if you didn't know that. But yes, Roaring Kitty did exercise and or sell his calls and added 9 million shares. So we have a update up here with 9 million shares for Roaring Kitty. And then I also talked about the speculation where he might be trying to get on the board. This shows that he might be trying to do that. Now, the market did digest this. We didn't dump or anything like that. And we're going to be still looking at key fundamentals and using the Moss roadmap to guide us. As you guys can see, as far as GME Fractal is concerned, it says that GME is going to set up for another pump, but that might be it for GME, as this Fractal is saying, again, I want these stocks to go to the absolute moon, but I'm taking off the facts and data that I have right here. And we've been utilizing this. We got $11 calls, me and the fam got $11 calls right here, absolutely took off. We got $30 calls right here, absolutely took off, and we got 30 calls this week as well, profiting from those. So we are using this information to make as much money as possible in the long term, and as well getting a bag to stack for the future. So this is what we're looking at for GME. I think we're going to see one more pop to the upside after this consolidation. We are still tracking. We had this V-shaped recovery here. Then you pop up, come down, and then you get a bounce. It looks like that's what's happening right now. I would expect GME to probably get a little bit more of a bounce before it starts to top out and then come down. You guys can see if I draw a line right here from the top of that overall wick, you guys can see that the bounce that we get comes up to that level. So I would expect to draw a line around here and the bounce come up to that level, and that level is about 3160. So I'm expecting GMEs to start moving to the upside, but potentially get a move down, overall consolidating before a move to the upside to around those relative highs, as the fractal says. Now, if the fractal stops tracking, that's one thing or another, but this thing is still tracking and still on track. So I'm going to continue to utilize it until we see otherwise. Now GME, as far as the technicals are concerned, you can see it's breaking back inside of this bear flag. I want to watch this bear flag very, very closely, because if GME does break down out of that bear flag, you will see a big movement to the downside. Earlier today we had a pop above it, but we are now back inside of it and is back in play. Now GME has a gamma ramp at $30. If it can get above $30, you could see a nice pop to the upside, and tomorrow being Friday, that could be very, very good for GME, but it would have to hold that $30 level into Friday's close. Again, in order to get the gamma ramp, you have to hold that level into Friday's close. So we would get the gamma ramp around power hour into next week, and that could be setting us up for a bigger move to the upside. There's a decent gamma ramp at 30 and 40, so we want to be watching that very, very closely. Now, as far as AMC is concerned, you guys can see AMC setting up for a potential move as well. You guys can see AMC consolidating in this bullish consolidation. We have a push to the upside, and then we have this bullish consolidation. As long as AMC can stay above $5, that is very, very bullish in my personal opinion. I want to see AMC stay above $5, hold that level, and that could potentially set us up for a gamma ramp next week. As far as the fractal is concerned, you guys can see that AMC is calling for a bigger move, and again, this could all coincide because now that gamma that we're looking for on the 21st from GME might not come because Roaring Kitty has no calls to exercise. So again, there is major gamma still at the expiration date of the 21st. I still seen a lot of calls there. Maybe even Roaring Kitty has a position that he's not telling us, boss, but I did look earlier and did see a lot of calls on the 21st at that $20 strike price. Maybe people are trying to replicate his trade. Maybe that's what's adding to some of that open interest, but there is a lot of calls there, but we might not see that massive gamma push that we were looking for. So we might need to get a bullish catalyst. Now, as far as phase 7 and 8 is concerned, phase 8 is just a retest of phase 5. So if I were to draw a line from phase 5, you guys would see, or phase 5 right here, you guys would see that we retest. Okay, so I'll show you guys that what I'm thinking is if AMC is truly going to blast off, we need to get above the $6 level. You guys can see there's major sell walls above $5.50 and $6. They do not want AMC above that level. Now they have a massive amount of short shares for GME. They're not building up as many short shares for AMC. You see they have 3.9 million short shares. They did short here in after hours, and that's why we were seeing some of that pullback. AMC, as far as short shares are concerned, they only have 450,000. So they're getting up millions and millions and millions of short shares for GME, but only have 450,000 for AMC. Are they expecting a bigger move from GME? Is that why they're holding it? Are they trying to short more? Yes, they are shorting more. Are they doubling down for the long term? We don't know yet, but GME short interest did come down, and that's something to be aware of. We have 15% short interest for AMC, and GME short interest sitting at 14%. So this is something to be aware of. Cost to borrow for GME is sitting at 8.41%. We want to see these cost to borrow levels elevated. This is good for the price. AMC cost to borrow sitting at 2.32%. We want to see that cost to borrow go up. Now again, as far as levels are concerned, you want to see AMC hold that $5 level so we could get a pop to the upside. And as far as the fractals are concerned, it's saying we want to get above that $6 level for the ultimate push that I was talking about earlier. If we get above that level and confirm it as support, I expect to see a big move to the upside, and that is why phase 8 looks like a confirmation, because it is a confirmation. Once we break above that level of $5.80 to $6, that's when we could see a major push to the upside. So I'm waiting to see if we get a push above that level, and if we do confirm that level as support, I'm expecting to see a bigger move to the upside. And it looks like AMC is consolidating, waiting to make a move to the upside. Now AMC could get interesting if we get above $5 and hold that level. We are above it currently. We need to hold it into Friday close, because then we could see a pop to the upside next week using a gamma ramp as well. So this is very, very curious setup, as if we did hold $5 into the end of Friday, you would probably see a push to the upside next week getting a gamma ramp. And if we can get above $5.50, that's a definite, because that is going to be the last piece of the puzzle before we get that push towards $6. So that's the $6 blast off level that we want to get to, and we are ultimately looking at. That's why I marked that level in gold. If we get above that level, it will be very, very bullish, and that's when I'm expecting we could see a bigger move to the upside. So overall, we are still tracking with all of the fractals. We're still going with this using the MOAS roadmap. So I'm going to continue to utilize this and utilize the information that we have available. I am still very, very bullish on the meme stocks. They're still showing bullish upside, and I still think we could see a bigger move to the upside, but we want to keep continuing playing this thing very, very carefully. As far as the meme stocks are concerned, they are looking at they're making a bottom. They're overall moving to the upside, and this is bullish. So I am bullish for meme stocks in the future, and I think we have some very, very exciting things coming, but the 21st might not be as crazy as we all thought for GME. We'll see if the fractal continues to play out for AMC. The 21st into the 24th is when AMC is potentially going to make a bigger move. Not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Again, that is over the weekend. So you'd be looking at Friday and Monday, possibly 25th and 6th would be like a Tuesday or Wednesday for AMC to make a big pop. If it doesn't around that time, if it doesn't do anything, we have to look and utilize the technicals and see what's going on and see if we are going to be potentially making a move later down the road or what could potentially be happening then, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. Now, as far as SPY is concerned, it did break above that bear flag. You guys can see that here. Filled a little bit of that gap today, but overall managed to stay above that bear flag. So as long as it continues to do that, that should be good for SPY holding these overall levels. Now, SPY is getting a little bit bearish here on the bigger time frame, so we want to watch out. If SPY breaks back inside of this bear flag, you're going to see a move to the downside to fill this gap, and it's going to break down hard. So that's something we want to watch. Bitcoin still trading in that overall range. If Bitcoin can break above that $72,000 level, you'll see it pop to the upside. As long as Bitcoin doesn't break under 60K, it remains bullish in my eyes. If we break below 60K, you could see a big move down. That's everything I have for you guys. Short and sweet, to the point. If you found a video informative, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. And remember, as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. All right, guys, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like, press subscribe for more content like this, and I appreciate you if you watch to the end of the video. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.